Odoo 18. It's not just an update, it's an upgrade. Today, we are diving deep into the sales module and learning how to create customers like a pro. Get ready to level up your business with our comprehensive tutorials. Welcome to Cybrosys. Today, let me show you how a contact is created. So, for that, we are going to dive into the sales module. So, this is the sales module. Open that. And once you click on the sales icon, the Odoo, sales dashboard will appear where you can find the details of the quotations. Okay, so the sales module is where we'll manage our customers, sale orders and invoices and all. Once you're in the sales module, click on the customers to access the customer list. So to click on the customers, you have to go to orders, and under orders, you can find the customers. So open that and you can see the pre-created customer. For creating a new one, click on new button. Okay, so once you click on new, this will open a new form where you can enter the customer's information. Okay, so informations are there like the name, email, phone number, address, customer type, all such things. We have two types of customers, which is individual as well as company. So the customer can either be a company or an individual. So if it's a company, you have to specify the name of the company, the address and so on. And if it's an individual, you have to mention the name of the individual and include the company name to which this individual belongs to. So that's the, different types, which is individual as well as company. So what you have to do is you have to fill in the required fields with the customer's information, and you can also add additional details as needed. So we have details such as the, website, the notes and all. Okay, so first let me create a new one. Let it be John, and the name of the company, I am putting him under Gemini Furniture. Okay, so as you can see, when I've chosen the company of this particular individual, the contact details and all is auto-occupied because it's taking the details of the company. Okay, and here you have the job position. So you can mention the job position of this particular individual in this company. So I'm putting sales manager, and you have the contact information like the phone number, mobile number, email, website and all. So for the time being, I'm not putting all such things. And here you have the tags. So by specifying a tag, you can easily identify what type of customer this is. Okay, so you have things like consulting services, employees, vendor, prospects, services and all. So I'll just put consulting services. Okay, and next you have this contacts and address. So by clicking on this, you can actually add multiple contacts associated with the customer. So if you click on add, you can add a contact, an invoice address, delivery address, follow-up address and other addresses. So I'll just create another address for this person. So I'll put Jacob, and this is the email. I'm saving and putting a new one where I'm adding a delivery address for the person. Okay, so J, saving and closing it. So for the time being, I've added two, different contacts. One was for delivery and one was a, address, a normal address. Okay, so similarly, you have the option to add multiple addresses for a single customer. So that's possible here just by clicking on the add icon. Next, you have the sales and purchase tab where you can add details regarding sales as well as purchase. So if we move on to the sales section, you can see, a specific field which is called salesperson where you can add a salesperson. So why is the salesperson here? Okay, so if you just put this on the field help, you can see this is the internal user who is in charge of this contact in case of sales. Similarly, you have the payment terms. In case of sales, you can use or set a default one for this particular customer. And a payment method can also be added particularly for this customer. Okay, it can be a manual payment, a batch deposit, whatever it is. So you can set default ones for this particular person. And you can see the price lists are managed based on the parent company. So you don't have to specify it because this is an individual who belongs to a company who is already there in the system. And you have this delivery method. So by default, it will be local delivery. So if you want to change it to standard or the post, you can change it from here. Here you have the purchase tab where you have the details of the buyer, the payment terms, payment method and all such things. So here, as in case of sales, you can specify the details in case of purchase. Okay, a payment term can be set for default while using this customer for the purchase order and billings and all. Okay, and same for the payment method. Here you have the receipt reminder. So this will automatically send a confirmation email to the vendor this much days. So how many days you give? If I'm giving 5 days means before 5 days, you can see before 5 days of the expected receipt date, asking him to confirm the exact date. So that's the receipt reminder. So if you want to enable this, check this and specify the number of days. That is how many days before this reminder should be sent to the person. Okay, so that can be specified over here. I'm just disabling it. And here you have the fiscal information where you have fiscal position, which is for mapping the tax. Okay, and you can specify a barcode which comes under the point of sale. And under the miscellaneous information, you have the reference, website, as well as SLA policies. Okay, so SLA policies that will automatically apply to the tickets submitted by this particular customer. So those policies can be mentioned over here. So you have these much policies, out of which you can choose one by default. Okay, so that's the sales and purchase. Next, you have the accounting. Here, you don't have pretty much to do because this is an individual who belongs to a company. And let's move on to the internal notes. So if you have any kind of notes to add to this particular customer, you can add it over here. And comes the partner assignment where you have the geolocation. So it will compute the address based, compute, the location, that is the latitude and, the latitude and longitude based on the address. Okay, so that's how simply you can create a contact. Now, after creating this person, I just save it. Okay, so after saving it, if you go back to customers, you can find John. Okay, so this is Jacob and Jay, which I've added as the additional contacts of this particular person, John. Okay, so this is how simply you can create a customer. Okay, so you can now view the customer record in the list view as well. So if you put it in list view, here also you can see it. You can edit it, delete it, or even view the customer's details from here. Okay, and that's how you create customers in Odoo 18. Now it's your turn to put your new skills to test. Okay, start building your customer database and watch your sales grow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Odoo tutorials. See you in the next video.